Galera, bora lá, mais um set da Winter Royale, na qual os top players de cada região se encontram pessoalmente pra se bater. Enfim, não se esquece que no comentário fixado tá o Jesus, meu pai. Comentário fixado tá o meu novo canal, beleza? Junto com as minhas redes sociais. Tem Brawlhalla no novo canal se você quiser ver, tá? Que isso, velho. Meu Deus. Enfim. Ah, e lembrando que o Vitanquilo é representante brasileiro, tá?
Prioritized Marky's Nair there, and so they're both going to get back onto the stage, and they get to keep their stocks, but Marky has taken quite a beating in this first stock here, still looking for something here with this scythe, maybe if he can scoop them all, and he messes up his movement. I think he got a wall touch, or he thought he got a wall touch in the midst of that, and just didn't quite lean in hard enough to the stage. He's going to have to walk that one off and see if he can bring this one back.
Yeah. Vitanquilo, I think maybe get a little aura points there at the beginning of the game. Kind of getting Markimu out of here as he continues to go to work with these chakrams. Ooh, slamming right down. Oh my goodness, he will not let up. Markimu literally cannot breathe right now, but the Nair Sayer comes out. Unarmed now, reaching out with gravity cancel. D-Light can't find anything but thin air.
Yeah, he's having such a tough time just breaking through the zone here.
Ele vai trocar pra Mirage, mano. Tenho certeza que ele vai trocar se ele perder.
Already lapped him at this point in damage. I mean, about to get the second stock with this neutral signature, and that is the final stock of Markimu here. Can he make the reverse 3-stock happen? The odds aren't looking very likely here because Vem gets yet another string here, and he's doing this without jumps. He was in the sweat beats, but just hitting him, chase dodging. Like, God, the weapon can be impressive.
Yeah, Markimu's having a very hard time finding his footing. Finally gonna go ahead and get one on the scoreboard, getting that first stock off of Vitanquilo. And here we go, all back at neutral. Vim's looking for the weapon drop. He has it sword in hand, but Markimu gonna be right there. That is 5 hits, looking for another one. Oh, Vitanquilo gonna get the spot dodge through the Sayer though.
Yeah, if there's any combination of weapons that can make a comeback like this happen, it will be Scythe and the Gauntlets. But first, Marky's going to need to get a weapon, and he's in the juggle state right now. Can he get down? How many hits will he take before he makes it back down to the floor? He's waiting. Where's the spawn? It spawns right on top of Vitanquilo, but he sides to the left, and it gives Marky an opportunity, but not enough of one before Vitanquilo is able to go ahead and lock in game 1.
Wow.
Was pretty much already lost at that point. You have to play so perfect. And that was just game 1 of the set, right? So we're just going to go ahead, throw that one away, lock it in. And I know I'm sitting here talking about, I forgot he did play the Mirage earlier this week. And he did get off the Mordex. He did play Mirage, yes. I was capping earlier when I said he didn't swap off. He did swap off because he did play this
Ele trocou mesmo.
So we'll see. I mean, you were saying you like the spear into the chakrams, so that's probably one of the reasons here that we have it. And also that down signature on Mirage on both weapons, I think, is just a really strong thing to have in your corner.
Well, and still having the spear in your pocket and still having that scythe to feel confident with, because that is his weapon, that is what he's comfortable on. And I really do think if we're comparing spear to gauntlets, it's definitely the better matchup.
Yeah, we'll see how much it works for Marky here. I mean, throwing out that N-Sig, that, you know, has so much potency to it. Vem has to land here, and of course, since he doesn't have anything, you saw the sweat beats, he comes down with the down air, it catches Marky, goes for the D-Light recovery. Even Mirage Force isn't quite enough to make that one KO off the top, and then Vem responds back with the D-Light recovery of his own. Also, still not quite enough juice on it.
Markimu threw that ground pound right in the center stage there. A little ambitious. Vitanquilo, chakrams back in hand, and the weapon throw coming out. Okay, big recovery. Now he has back on scythe. Vitanquilo unarmed, but the break dance is gonna get it done and gonna send Markimu out of here.
And I think that was a great moment to go ahead and let that down sig rip on Mirage. I think he kind of had too much of the regular scythe brain and not the Mirage brain. But right here, picks up the spear, goes for the ground pound that murders all the gold players that are trying to climb up the ladder, and is able to go ahead and secure that first stock off of Vem. Already looking much better for Markimu here because he hasn't trailed behind the same way he did before. A huge opportunity that he misses though, not getting that punish from that gravity cancel on Vem, and just like them, Vem's making him regret it. Another time, he's trying to punish these gravity cancels with the side lights and he's not spacing them properly. He's giving up huge opportunities and his whole stock as a result for not getting these punishes. You can't have that happen, Marky. Not here, not in Winners Finals.
My man made 2 mistakes and it cost him the entirety of his stock.
Yeah.
Everything was gone.
Wild, right?
Oh, wow. Okay, he's got some work to do now because Vitanquilo is already 1 up in this set and he is 1 stock up in this game. But Markimu trying to use this spear, getting some good offensive going here, knocking Vim back down with the weapon toss. That was very clean. Come back over, scythe back in hand. What can he get working on it?
Nice.
Taking Vim over, catches him with the signature, sending him out of here. We are all on final stocks. Marky Move, at least, even if he doesn't get the dub, you're playing so much better than in game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, I was a little worried with how early Ventankilo was able to get that last stock off Marky Move, considering the amount of damage he had at that point. Well, you got to look out for that low Mirage defense as well. Somehow he doesn't get hit by that side sig. Tries to return one of his own. It doesn't find that Mark. He's going to go ahead and catch a spear, maybe. Yeah, he lets it bounce one time, gets the punch with the neutral air as well. Swaps over to the side. He's going to need to get him off stage. Can he get a reverse snare? He goes for it. Vem doesn't let him have it.
No, that Sarah is going to get it done. And up 2-0 against Marky Moo.
I'm okay with that.
Galera, mudança de pique novamente, trazendo uma Blaster, mano. Quero ver, quero ver.
For the blasters at all. I think he wants to be able to hit hard. He trusts in his gauntlets, very much so. And he has more defense on this Legend. Okay. So, you know, I say go for it, you know?
I mean,
look at this.
What's the worst that can happen at this point, right?
Right, true. I mean, hey, go through the bag of tricks. I mean, when was the last time you saw someone pick cross in competitive that wasn't in 2s?
No, it's been a long time. And like I said, I don't think I've ever seen Marky Moo lock in on this Legend before. This must be a desperation pick if I've ever seen it. But let's see if Marky Moo can make miracles happen here instead of Vim at least get on the scoreboard, bro.
Okay, let's see what his blasters have to say here. This is what I'm a little bit more worried about. But we'll see. I mean, get a D-Light recovery around now. He does have the strength on this Legend to have a KO. A character like Priya goes for the down sig. It hits, but it's not enough. He burns the dodge early. Good weapon throw. I can't believe that side air didn't hit. He fast fell maybe a little bit too quickly here, but D-Light recovery, and that's going to be the first stop going to Marky Moo. Is the cross counter pick the answer?
I mean, so far so good.
He's sticking with the blasters too? Hold on. All right. Okay. Teach me, Marky. What do I not know?
He is looking very nice right now. We're only halfway through that first stock. He's getting nothing. This is all bonus damage right now. Marky Moo might have found something, at least for now, to turn the tide. I mean, Ventankilo, of course, is going to make some sort of adaptation. He's too good not to.
We'll see about that, man.
How long can Marky Moo take this ride right here with the cross blasters? Vim's trying to figure it out. He's getting rid of the sword. No, I figure he's going to try and find those chakrams and go back to work.
Another one. Yep, that's the power of cross, baby.
Caraca.
That high force is going to be what carries that stock out of the room for Ventankilo there, as Marky Moo is on the verge of potentially 3-stocking with his blasters. And I'm having a hard time believing what I'm seeing before my very eyes. You know, he sat there. He clearly thought about this just now.
I mean, you guys can't see me, but Flambeau can. I'm literally just, my jaw is almost on the table. The way Marky Moo is turning the tides here.
Oh, that's it's not enough. I thought cross force might be enough, but just not enough. But so close to getting a 3-stock cross of all things here. He tries to chase off with the recovery. It's not going to work for Ventankilo. Marky has to dodge, and he spends it, gets the jump. He gets caught again, and that will be his first stock taken. But it's looking so good for Marky Moo now. Blasters, the answer? Question mark?
I mean, I don't even know if it's question mark. It's at least the answer for game number 3.
For now, I mean, you say that, but hold on. You know, you got to hold the horses here, because look at Ventankilo answering back. One thing we do have to remember is that second stock Marky Moo got off Ventankilo, he didn't get to play the chakrams at all. He was stuck on that sword.
Yeah, that's very true. Vim's cooking now, though. The Marky Moo really just needs a D-Light Sayer.
He needs something. That's the thing with the blasters, right? You have to be so accurate. Vem is clawing all the way back.
All right, back on blasters. Still a full stock advantage, though, Flambeau.
Now, I'm glad he has these gauntlets in hand now, because I think it's going to make it a lot easier. Side light into recovery, not quite going to be enough, but with that added D-Light, it would have been. But he goes for the read. It's not enough, but he has the damage done, and he's playing cross. So realistically, you just need to get the opening one time, but first you need a weapon, and Vem's not letting it happen. Look at the way he's keeping Marky in the corner. Marky even tried running away to see if he could maybe get himself some space, and just like that, he's in the light orange. He finally has a weapon, but he's getting cooked slow-mo. Can he answer back? One recovery, he just does it wrong to go ahead and secure game number 3. But Lord, was he hanging on by a rope? You would have thought.
Like, you lock and cross again, and like.
But you know, the thing is, I mean, we were given a lot of flack to Faith yesterday, right? When he swapped off the Sentinel after he took game 4 off of Sandstorm and then went to Core and ended up losing the set, right? And then the criticism I gave then was, when you win with the Legend, why are you swapping? Right? This is a similar situation, right? If I'm going to say that about Faith, then I'm going to be hypocritical saying that about Marky Moo. So he's going to go ahead. He won with this Legend before. If he did it before, it means he can do it again. It's the only Legend he's been able to get the dub with. Why not stick with it? And so let's see what works out for him.
Fair enough, fair enough. See if he can get underneath Vim there. No, but the side sig is going to hit. And Vim is looking very healthy on stock number 1. This is #1 PR from North America. This is North America. Well, no, we got Bloom Boy still in here, so it's not NA's last shot. But, oh.
Yeah, we're going to see just how he's able to deal with this. I mean, at this point, he's been lapped again, right? I mean, the damage on the second stock now, Markimu, I mean, playing a weapon that requires so much dexterity, and I don't mean that as in terms of the stats, but the literal accuracy of your attacks, right? But here's an opportunity. We need this edge guard. He can't line up that down air, and that could spell trouble. Getting caught by Tranquilo again, that down air into the side or pushing him to the corner. Mark needs to get out of here. He needs a recovery that maybe could have been his conversion there. He hit in kind of a weird spot. I don't know if the dash up would have worked, but this should be it. Chase dodges off with the down light, and Marky brings the stock count back to even.
That was great awareness off of that first D-light to realize that the connection wasn't really right, and the follow-up might have
whiffed.
Right, and put him in a position to get punished. So very good awareness to know that, okay, look, let me back up, let me do it again.
All right, and Marky's starting to move now too, right? He's starting to feel it. I can feel the momentum picking up from Marky.
Nossa, que dor.
And KO's Tranquilo in the light orange, and Marky Moo is back.
This crowd right now is warming my heart. They are so excited for some Brawlhalla on a Sunday in Atlanta, Georgia. Is Tranquilo trying to stay afloat on the winner's side as we are all down to final stock. Marky Moo needs this to send it to a game number 5. Tranquilo trying to send Marky Moo down to elimination right now as Marky Moo is put in.
He almost trick shots him. He gets in there. He's going for more. He wants to end it now, but he can't. He doesn't have a weapon. He doesn't want to go off stage without a weapon. He has the blasters here, but look how much damage he did. A D-light recovery might be enough because of cross damage. Not on its own. Not on its own. No, not on its own. He needs one more.
But bro, perfect stock.
I know he hasn't been touched. No. Pristine. The perfect stock's not enough. One more Sayer in the corner of the weapon throw. Sets up this ground pound that you know is going to connect.
Cacilda.
Forces a game.
Imagina ele cair da cadeira.
Massacred right now on the stage. Let me do something different. And somehow the cross is the answer, Flambeau, as he locks in for a third game in a row to try and send Tranquilo down to elimination side.
And you know, if you are Senor Batista, for those of you who are not here, that is Marky Moo's dad, who is also sitting in the crowd. Your heart must be racing watching all of these sets, man, with how close it can be. But the start of this one, I mean, already another clean start for Tranquilo. What is Marky going to do here? He was able to claw back 2 games with this cross. Do you think he can do it 3 times in a row? Is it going to be a reverse 3-0?
I mean, okay. He got no damage off that first stock. That is a very difficult way to start out game number 5, especially when you've clawed and you've worked so hard to get to this spot, and then it just starts to melt away a whole stock at a time right here at the beginning. He's definitely gonna have to get something done as Tranquilo just keeps putting hands on him.
Oh, and this one's going to be tough. I mean, you can see just how hard of a time Marky's having here trying to get through Tranquilo. I mean, the biggest thing we have to point out here is that in the past 2 games, they were both on small World's End, right? So you have just that one flat base platform for people to play the game around. But Tranquilo is refreshing all these jumps on these platforms, making it so much harder for Marky to catch him. And Marky's trying his best, but he's almost down to his final stock slow-mo. I don't know. I don't know. And they just get side sig down sig? What is this? He says, I know this side sig doesn't have a whole lot of end lag on it, so he's going to come in to try to punish me, and I'm going to swing back on him with a down sig, and Marky got caught unaware. On the end sig, now Tranquilo is cooking.
Oh.
What is this? What is this? Now he's playing with his food. Marky, get him back. Hit him. Hit him. Marky, get up. Come on. What are we going to do? Oh, he's getting hit by the Sayer there. The weapon throw. Can he get at least 1? Let's get 1. He's trying his best. The down air should be enough. He's going to go. Okay, nice weapon throw. That's going to be it. Yeah, and the Sayer to go ahead and lock it in. I think that dodge up would have gotten the touch.
Essa daqui ele leva, mano.
And we said in the last game, he got a perfect untouched stock. Can he do it for 2 in a row?
I mean, he needs to. It's not looking good. Especially Vim's now getting clean shots on the sword as well. He struggled so much with this weapon earlier this set, and now he's getting just free hits with it. Great edge guard. Marky Moo coming up over, gets the grab to cancel D-Light, but no follow-up to be found as Vim has now got rid of that sword. It is split chakram time, and he goes to work in the air.
GG. É isso, gente. Se inscreve aí pra gente acompanhar as finais, né? Essa daqui foi a Winner's Final, inclusive. Vai ter Grand Finals, enfim. É nóis.